Hi everyone, this is OC from Digital Ventures. Got another great project for you today. Today we're going to learn how to create a start button for a video game. This we'll often see in almost any opening for any game. And so let's click on full screen to show you how this works. And so unlike typically what we would do is we would press the green flag here. Instead of doing that, what we're going to do is we're going to click directly on this sprite and it's going to activate the game, which is just a balloon going into the air. What we do is we reset it by pressing the green flag. And so what we have is a way to always have the game listening for an input without even pressing the green flag. So let's do that one more time. We click on this existing sprite, the DA logo, and it expands, it goes away, and then it goes into this quick little animation. So let's go ahead and see how this works. So let's reset this to the start. Let's get rid of this existing code on both sides here. And so the way that we're going to do this is first we're going to go into events and we're going to get ourselves a when this sprite clicked. This is how we're going to essentially listen for something to happen. And what we're going to do first is we're going to broadcast a message, and that message is going to be start game. And then what we're going to do is we're going to create a couple of visual effects so that we can get a sense of what happens here. So what we're going to do is we're going to get 3 of these change effects by. And then we're going to interlace a couple weight blocks in here so that we can actually see the effect take hold. And then at the very end, what we're going to do is we're going to hide the whole thing. So let's change the first one here to the brightness effect. So we're going to change this brightness by, let's call it 50. Then we're going to wait 1/10 of a second. Then we're going to change our ghost effect by 25. We're going to wait another 1/10 of a second. And then we're going to change our color effect by 50. Wait another 1/10 of a second here. And then we're going to hide the whole thing. And then what we're going to do is, using the when green flag clicked, what we're going to do is essentially like reset everything back to the beginning. So we're going to show up this thing because we're going to disappear it once it gets done doing that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to set these effects to be 0 when they first get started. So let's get a couple of these. And then what we're going to do is we want to be able to switch our backdrop to that first one, which is going to be the blue sky 2. So what we're going to do is we want to initialize that brightness effect at 0, which is going to reverse whatever we did. We're going to set our ghost effect to be 0 as well. We're going to set that color effect to 0. Then we're going to set that size to 25%. So that's what we do. Actually, we did this on the balloon. We need to do this on the logo. All right, then let's go into the balloon. Let's clear this out because we weren't supposed to do that there. And then let's do some code on the balloon. So what we're going to do in the balloon is we're going to say what happens when I receive that start game message. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to hide it. And then we're going to have it go to an XY position. I'm going to have it go to 0, 0. And then what we're going to have it do is we're going to make it wait for 2 seconds. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have it show. We're going to have it switch the backdrop to blue sky. And then we're going to do a repeat until loop. And what we're going to be checking for is essentially Y position to be greater than the 160. So that's wants it to be at the top of the screen. So we're going to be checking for this Y position to be greater than 160. And then while it's doing that, what we're going to have it do is we're going to have it glide for 3 seconds to that 0, 190. And then we're going to hide it. And then we're going to go to control. We're going to go to events. We're going to grab ourselves a when green flag clicked. And then what we're going to do is we're going to hide this. And so typically what we do is we kick the green flag at the top to activate the game. This is another way of doing this. So let's click on full screen. We click on that there, goes away, switches to the next screen, the balloon goes in the air. Let's do that one more time. So we reset it here. We click on this start button. We do a little effect, switches to the next backdrop. So this is an easy way to get a game going without always having to press a green flag. It's a little more interactive, it's a little more engaging for those people if you're making something that you want to have a little more realistic look to it. So hope you all are enjoying these projects. If you do, give us a like, a comment, or a subscribe, and we look forward to seeing you back for the next one. Thank you.